All right, welcome, friends. Here we are, 20,000 feet above northern Nevada, zooming our way towards Reno, as promised. Took off from Dallas this morning. A little drama to fill you in on regarding that, but we'll get to that in a minute. We're approaching Reno, KRNO, Kilo Romeo November Oscar, for the ILS approach to 16 right X-ray via the Anaho 2 star. See right here, Anaho. This flight's been smooth out of Texas, uneventful. We are 2 hours 49 minutes into it. A 2 hour and 39 minute total flight time estimate, so we were delayed by headwinds. Going into the ILS frequency for runway 16 right X-ray, which is 110.9. And we'll enter our minimums, barometric minimums at Reno. Not that we're going to need them today, but they're 4615, 4615. Set bearing 2 to nav, bearing 2 to nav 1. We'll wait till when we start to get
transition altitude, nearest altimeter, 3024.
Some ILS data. 3024, according to Betty, is the nearest altimeter. We'll see how right that is. 3007 in the sim. Close enough. Passing over Pyramid Lake. Right now, you can see. Make a left turn at Libge. Turn off our bank limiter because we do have a 90-degree left turn to make. What do I mean when I talk about what happened? Stand by.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep speed below 230 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway 16 right approach via WINRZ transition.
Winners.
Clear to WINRZ.
WINRZ. Interesting. Hold on one second.
Descend and maintain 11,000 feet. Keep
Oh, slow down.
230 knots. Expect ILS X-ray runway.
So they've cleared us to Winners.
Transition cleared to WINRZ Cessna Tree Bravo.
Transition. And that's kind of interesting because it relates to the issue that happened. I don't know where Winners is on this. But regardless, here's what happened. So we were in Dallas. Let's keep slowing down. They want us down to 230. Why they want us so slow? Search me, but we'll do what they want. We were getting ready to start our takeoff roll, and I noticed that there was no flight plan here. Now, what was curious was that there was a flight plan here. So it just wasn't showing up on the MFD. And interestingly also was that ATC was aware of our flight plan and was directing me accordingly, but it just wasn't showing up on the MFD. And when I pressed nav, which is what you'd normally activate to fly the route that you've entered into your FMS, it just didn't work. So what I ended up having to do, and this was actually really good practice, was enter the same flight plan I'd already entered on the setup page, but to do so by hand. So I did. I entered all this. All these waypoints I entered myself. So it was a little weird, for sure, but it worked. And here we are. Second time that's happened where I had a flight plan entered, but it wasn't showing up here on the MFD. It happened in Germany too, as I recall. Zoom in here. We'll set it down to 10, I think, for now. That's fine. Continue slowing. 12,800 feet. Remember, the airport elevation, though, at Reno is 4415. We took off from Reno 1 week ago.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey. Descend and maintain 8,000 feet.
Down to 8,000, Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Descend and maintain 8,000 feet. Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
30 miles out, 12,000 feet. Normally you'd be at 9,000 feet at 30 miles out, but the airport elevation is 4,415 feet. We took off from Reno last week in our round-the-world, western-bound around-the-world trip. Took us to Nome, took us to Yakutsk, St. Petersburg, Berlin, Dublin, Halifax, Cincinatti, Dallas, and now back to Reno. So pretty exciting. We've had our fair share of excitement along the way. Get us down to 230 like they instructed us. In terms of technical issues and microphone stop working, this, that, and the other, but all things considered, bugs notwithstanding, it's been pretty good adventure. A lot of chop here over the mountains, you can see, or not feel it, I guess, technically, but see it as the plane kind of bounces its way along. Here's that left turn we're now making. Once we make this left turn at Libgi, right here, see it right here better, we're going to be on final. About 25-mile final. Slow to 220. And I'm looking for the airport. Beautiful weather in Reno today, 72 degrees, sunny. Winds are out of the west. But Reno's runways run north-south, so we're landing on 16 right. Hopefully winds won't be too much of an issue for us. Let's go ahead and continue slowing. We'll set 210.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Oof, man, it is bumpy. That's awesome.
Southwest 219 or contact NorCal approach on 126.
Really bouncy. Whoa. Oh, whoa.
Landing gear.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey contact NorCal approach on 116.
Holy mackerel, this is some rough air. We have 23.4 now
119 decimal
on the ILS.
263 Bravo Whiskey.
Receiving. That's good news.
NorCal approach Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey.
Looks like we got another plane out here on our left. Behind that post. We'll go ahead and activate nav 1.
November 343 Bravo Whiskey NorCal approach. Continue to Whaler as planned.
Still don't have any glide slope information, so we'll hold steady. Oh, there, it just popped in. Okay, so let's shallow out. We're going to level out at 8,000. According to the published approach plates, we want to be at 8,000 at Waller, right here. And we're only 58 seconds from Waller, and we're at 8,000, so that's perfect. I don't know what, I think maybe this guy's landing, so we might have a traffic conflict. We'll see how that goes. Continue slowing. Yeah, he's right out in front of us. There he is. 18 miles out now. Zoom in here on our MFD.
Bravo Whiskey descend and maintain 7,500 feet.
7,500. That's the next altitude for Zompo.
7,500 feet Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey.
Just do a nice gentle descent. 400 feet per minute. Waiting for this. Man, that was some real chop we ran into. There's the airport. Way, way out there. There's this guy. I don't know where he's landed. We're on 16 right. If we get lucky, he's landing 16 left. He looks a little aligned to our left. I don't know, though. 2,400 feet above ground level. This approach is going to bring us in over the mountain, bring us over some terrain. So this could be kind of interesting. But we're fine. I mean, we're supposed to be at 7,500 foot at Waller. I'm sorry, 8,000 feet at Waller and 7,500 feet at Zompo. Zompo is right there. There's this guy. And then discs, DISCS, we're supposed to be at 7,400 feet. So it's a very shallow approach for obvious reasons because of the terrain. But
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, you are 14 miles north of Reno. Contact Reno Tower on 118.7 when inbound on the approach.
okay, that's the tower handoff.
Tower on 118.7 Cessna 3 Bravo.
I don't know what this guy's doing. Is he breaking off the approach, or he's doing S-turns, or
Tower Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey.
I don't know.
13 miles north inbound.
Kind of looks like he's doing S-turns.
16 right approach.
Let's do a notch of flaps.
43 Bravo Whiskey Reno Tower. Cleared ILS, X-ray runway 16 right approach. Altimeter 0.25. Wind
30.
56 at 19er.
3025 winds are what are they at 19er? 226 at 19er. So yeah, out of the southwest.
Approach Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
I'm guessing this is not an AI. This is a simmer because he's flying kind of crazy.
Runway 16 left approach southwest 219er.
Southwest 29er. Okay, so that's an AI. I stand corrected. But the good news is he just got cleared to 16 left, and we're cleared to 16 right. So that's great news because it means that we're not going to have a traffic conflict. He's going to be landing on the runway right to our left, 16 left. And he's a little ahead of us, a couple miles. Glide slope looks good now. Let's go ahead and activate EPPR. It's wanting us to descend. And instantly grab the glide slope. GS, good news. Let's start slowing down now.
Southwest 219er cleared to land runway 16 left.
See?
Wind 226 at 19er.
16 left. Let's go outside and put down our gear. And another notch of flaps. Beautiful. See the wind blowing us around? All right, we're looking really good now. Let's continue slowing. We'll keep our airspeed up a little more than normal because of the density altitude. Landing high altitude, you want to go a little bit faster. Set 150. But right now, really looking fantastic.
Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey cleared
Full
to
flaps.
land runway 16 right. Wind 226 at 19er. Caution the generic landing runway 16 left.
Got him in sight. Clear to land 16 right. Cessna 3 Whiskey.
16 right, Cessna Tree Bravo Whiskey.
All right. Runway's 11,000 feet long, so hopefully that bodes well for us.
3 mile final runway 16 right.
Okay, let's disconnect the auto throttle. Wait for the 500 call out. There's that Southwest flight. He's just getting ready to touch down. We're just behind him. Winds have diminished now nicely, down to about down to 9 knots from the west-southwest. Landing lights, don't want to forget that. Still look good on our glide slope. Wow, the building's just populated. That was kind of funny. Okay. Autopilot?
Autopilot.
Southwest.
I have the airplane.
119er, turn next taxiway.
Hop up just a bit. That wind's turned into more of a significant issue than I anticipated. 16 knots now from right quartering from the rear. A little bit of a tailwind. We're good though. Oof, definitely felt that wind. All right, I think we're gonna exit. Ugh, man, that wind. Damn it. I think we're gonna exit right, if I'm not mistaken. See if we get a high-speed exit here. There it is on the right. There it is. I think it's a right exit. We'll find out here, I guess, the hard way.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, turn next taxiway.
Oh, good. We lucked out.
Cessna 3 Bravo Whiskey, contact ground on 121.9er.
Okay, welcome to Reno. Local time, 2:53, I think. I don't actually know if Reno's ahead of us or not. Let's see. Current time, Reno. Reno is current time is 2:53. Yes, same as Los Angeles. So, welcome to Reno. We'll contact ground And request taxi to parking. All in all, that went pretty well.
November 343 Bravo Whiskey. Request taxi to parking.
Spoilers. Flaps.
Cessna November 343 Bravo Whiskey taxi to general aviation parking using taxiway Charlie cross runway 7 Charlie Bravo.
Okay.
Taxiing to general aviation parking via taxiway.
Fix our lights, stop our timer first. 3 hours, 4 minutes up from Dallas. And welcome back. We have completed our around the world trip. And while it was crashed to desktop free, it did have a little issue in terms of the FPL not showing up. But anyway, we fixed it. We fixed it. And we got here to Reno, and we are now officially veterans of a global circumnavigation. And it was fantastic. What a game. Headaches and bugs and CTDs notwithstanding. Still pretty exciting. A lot of fun. Our around the world trip. I think tomorrow we'll head from Reno down to KSNA, John Wayne, Orange County. Cross a runway here, make sure nobody's coming.
Approaching runway 0725.
Looks good. Well, yeah, and we'll that's
Runway 07.
my home airport. We'll head home and who knows? I don't know. Maybe take a little break. But it's been fun. It's been fun flying around the world. I didn't know if I was going to do it or not. I figured it was kind of fun to spice it up a little bit by heading from east to west instead of the customary west to east. Definitely struggle with headwinds along the way, as you would expect. Wasn't too terrible in Asia, to be honest, but even our flight across the Atlantic wasn't terrible when it comes to headwinds. But man, we got in the States from Halifax down to Cincinnati, Cincinnati to Dallas, and Dallas to Reno. We just brawled with headwinds. Don't know what the issue was in terms of the flight plan not entering. By the way, ramp 32. Take note of that over here, you see? Just so we know where to start off tomorrow. Don't know what that was all about. Really, it's a new issue where you enter a flight plan, but it doesn't show up on the MFD, even though ATC seems to be aware of it, and it is appearing in your FMS. But anyway, by what I did, just if any of you encounter it, was I cleared the flight plan that was entered by doing a direct to my destination. So I just did a direct to KRNO. That cleared out everything. Then I re-entered all the waypoints. I had a little snafu because I needed to select the approach, in this case the Anaho 2 approach, and if you've used the FMS in the longitude anyway, you know what I'm talking about in terms of selecting the approach and the arrival. So that led to an accidental duplication of waypoint entry, which I corrected, just simply deleting the duplicative waypoints. But anyway, that was kind of cool to be able to enter the flight plan myself into the flight management system. Little frustrating also because the setup page on this flight had the winds in Dallas from the south, and then I got in the sim and they were from the north. Complete opposite direction. So we took off with a 19-knot tailwind, which is not fun. And I don't know how, I'll have to maybe search this up or something. I don't know how to change your takeoff runway once you're in the sim, because ATC clears you for departure on whatever runway you selected on the setup page. So that's not good if when you get in the sim you're dealing with a 19-knot tailwind. But oh well. Let's kill our taxi light. Oh, stupid mouse. Always this thing. Oh, there we go. Taxi light's off. I don't think we ever depressurized. It's one of the risks of these high altitude landings. All right, do a little quick swing to the right before we make that left turn. There's our guy. Bingo. Welcome to Reno. Parking brake. Right engine. Go outside real quick. Looks good. There's our beautiful girl. And 343 Bravo Whiskey's taking us all around the world now, officially. South America, Australia, Southeast Asia, and now Siberia, Europe, Canada, Caribbean. We've been all over the world in this thing, and we've loved every minute of it. Well, most of the minutes, anyway. Let's shut down, turn off our remaining lights, and we'll see if this will be confirmation. If turning off this left engine doesn't drop us to the logbook screen, then we know that that means that they've made a change. Let's see. Ah, I give up. Anyway, DFW to RNO, KD Dallas, Fort Worth to Reno, Nevada, 3 hours, 1 minute, 35 seconds. Our 210th day takeoff. We've had 60 night takeoffs, 177 day landings, 43 night landings. This flight was a day takeoff and day landing, obviously. But anyway, 3-hour flight, fun flight from Dallas to Reno, concluding our exciting around the world trip in our beloved 343 Bravo Whiskey Longitude. Thanks for joining us.